Welcome to a new deep dive. Today we're plunging into the captivating world of young adult romance, specifically Jenny Han's beloved novel, To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
A modern classic, really.
Definitely. Our source material comes from these really detailed excerpts called Letters Unsealed, Lara Jean's Journey to Love.
Sounds comprehensive.
It is.
Yeah.
And our mission for you, the listener, is to pull out the key insights here about love, about vulnerability, and personal growth from Lara Jean's story.
Yeah, like what actually happens when your most private thoughts suddenly aren't private anymore.
Exactly. And how do we, or how did she, figure out the difference between, just a crush, an infatuation, and something real, something authentic? We'll definitely uncover some surprising bits that go way beyond just a simple teen romance.
It's such a brilliant premise Han uses. This very intimate setup lets her explore these huge universal themes.
Right.
It shows how even when everything feels chaotic and unexpected, you can have this really profound self-discovery.
Okay, so let's get into it. This unique habit Lara Jean Covey has. She writes these secret love letters.
Right, to every boy she's ever had really intense feelings for.
But the key thing, and this is crucial, they are never meant to be mailed. Never meant to be read by anyone else.
No, they're her private process. Sealed, addressed, hidden away in that teal hat box.
It's like her therapy almost. Her way to say, okay, crush over, moving on.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? This idea of letters as emotional closure. It's her private, very controlled way to handle these big feelings.
Like a wall between her inner thoughts and the outside world.
Exactly, a very carefully constructed wall, which narratively you just know is going to come down.
Oh, yeah. But first, let's set the scene a bit more. Her family. There's Margot, the older sister.
The responsible one.
Totally. She basically stepped into the mom role after their mother passed away. And right at the start, she's leaving for college. Scotland.
Which is huge. A massive shift in the family dynamic already. Margot's been the anchor.
For sure. And on top of that, Margot breaks up with her longtime boyfriend, Josh Sanderson.
Ah, Josh. The boy next door.
Yep. And this is where it gets complicated for Lara Jean. Because years ago...
Had a thing for Josh, too.
Exactly. Wrote in one of the letters. But she buried it deep down, out of loyalty to Margot.
So now Margot's leaving. Josh is single. The timing is just terrible for Lara Jean's peace of mind.
She's terrified. Terrified those old feelings will bubble up. Terrified of betraying Margot, even though Margot's not even with him anymore.
It really shows the weight of that sisterly bond. It's not just about Josh. It's about her relationship with Margot.
And then...
Yeah.
The catalyst. Littlest Kitty.
Who is quite the character. Witty, sassy.
And maybe a bit too clever for her own good sometimes. She gets annoyed with Lara Jean about something totally unrelated.
And decides to cause some chaos.
Big-time chaos. She finds the hat box and mails all 5 letters.
Oof, just like that. The private becomes public.
And you can imagine, the fallout is immediate. Her carefully controlled world just implodes.
Total chaos unleashed.
First up, Peter Kavinsky. Popular guy, charming.
The one she kissed years ago and spin the bottle, right?
That's him. He gets his letter, confronts her, but he's actually kind of amused. He teases her, but he's not mad.
Which is interesting. It immediately tells you something about Peter. He can roll with things.
Yeah, contrasts sharply with the next one. Josh gets his letter too.
And that's the one she's dreading.
Completely horrified. The thought of him knowing, especially now, right after he and Margot broke up, it's her worst nightmare.
So what does she do? How does she react in that moment of panic?
Pure impulse. She sees Josh approaching, Peter's nearby, and she just lunges. Kisses Peter Kavinsky.
Whoa!
Right in front of Josh, and then blurts out that she and Peter are like a thing, a couple.
Wow. Desperate times, desperate measures. That is quite the spur-of-the-moment save. Or attempt at one.
Totally. Just trying to deflect, to make Josh think the letter meant nothing because she's clearly moved on, right, with Peter.
It's such a raw moment of vulnerability, though, isn't it? That panic driving her to do something so unlike her. Reacting instead of thinking.
Absolutely. And that single impulsive kiss, it sets this whole elaborate thing in motion.
A fake relationship.
Exactly. It turns into this, strategic deal between them.
Okay, so Peter's in on it. What's his angle?
He wants to make his ex-girlfriend Genevieve jealous. Jen also happens to be Lara Jean's ex-best friend, so, complicated.
The layers. So Peter gets jealousy ammo. Lara Jean gets a shield against Josh.
Pretty much. She wants to convince Josh she's over him, escape the whole letter humiliation. So they agree. Fake date.
And they set up rules, I imagine.
They do. Like, Peter has to write her notes sometimes. They have to hang out. He drives her places.
Yeah.
But it's all supposed to be just for show.
Just appearances. But we know how these things tend to go in stories, right?
Right, yeah. As they spend actual time together, Lara Jean starts seeing, well, more to Peter.
Beyond the popular jock exterior.
Totally. She finds out he's actually pretty thoughtful. Funny. Even, like, surprisingly caring sometimes.
That's where the fake setup is so clever. It lowers the pressure, allows them to actually see each other.
And it's not just her. Peter starts bonding with her family, which is unexpected.
Oh, really? How so?
He gets really close with Kitty, the little sister who started all this, drives her places, jokes around with her.
That's sweet. And kind of ironic.
Right, and he even connects with their dad, Dr. Covey. It's
Yeah.
nice. Feels real.
And that's the key, isn't it? The fake provides this odd sort of safe space for something genuine to actually grow. They're interacting without the usual dating pressure.
Yeah, it lets these authentic parts of Peter shine through that maybe even he didn't fully see.
Which really makes you wonder, can real feelings actually blossom from a totally fake beginning?
Well, it definitely seems possible here, but it's not smooth sailing.
Of course not. What kind of complications pop up?
Well, Josh is still around, obviously. He gets more and more suspicious about this whole Peter thing.
Understandably.
And there's this constant tension whenever he and Lara Jean interact. He even kisses her at one point.
Whoa, how does she react to that, given their history?
She realizes it feels wrong. Like, completely wrong. Her heart just isn't there anymore. It's leaning towards Peter.
That's a huge moment for her, right? Actually feeling the difference between the old crush and this new thing.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, Peter's still tangled up with Jen.
The ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. And Jen is not making things easy. She actively messes with Lara Jean, spreads rumors, tries to make her feel insecure.
Ugh, classic mean girl tactic, comparing herself to Lara Jean.
Totally. And it works sometimes.
Yeah.
Lara Jean gets insecure, doubts Peter's loyalty.
These external pressures, the exes, the family history, they really test whatever's growing between Lara Jean and Peter, don't they?
For sure. And speaking of family, Margot comes home from Scotland for Christmas break.
Oh boy, more tension.
Yeah, Lara Jean is drowning in guilt. Even though her feelings for Josh are basically gone, she's terrified. Margot will find out about the old crush, or worse, the recent kiss.
It just highlights how interconnected everything is. Her romantic life, her family life, her friendships. It's all a messy knot.
But you know, through all this romantic drama, the family bond, especially between the sisters, is so central.
It really grounds the story, doesn't it?
Absolutely. After their mom died, Margot was the rock. Lara Jean leaned on her. And Kitty, even though she's the youngest, she's always pushing Lara Jean to be braver.
Even if her methods are questionable sometimes, like mailing the letters.
Yeah, right. But her heart's usually in the right place. Eventually, Margot does find out about the Josh kiss.
And how does that go down?
Not great initially.
Yeah.
Margot feels betrayed. There's distance between them for a bit.
Understandable.
But they work through it. They reconcile. They realize that sister bond is stronger than the mistakes.
Which is such a powerful message. Forgiveness, unconditional love within the family.
And their dad, Dr. Covey, he's just this steady, supportive presence throughout, encouraging them to live fully, remember their mom. It's really heartwarming.
That family dynamic provides such a crucial balance. It's not just about the boy drama. It's about these deep, enduring relationships.
Definitely. Okay, so back to Lara Jean and Peter.
Yeah.
The fake relationship, it's pretty clear it's becoming real.
The lines are blurring.
Totally blurred. Lara Jean's genuinely looking forward to his notes, his jokes, just him being around.
And Peter, is he showing signs too?
Oh, yeah. Clear signs. He cares about her way more than their initial deal ever required. It's obvious to everyone, maybe even them.
But then something has to go wrong, right? It's too smooth.
Always. A really nasty rumor starts spreading at school after his ski trip.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Gossip that she and Peter slept together.
Wow. That's going to be devastating for Lara Jean, given how private she is.
It completely devastates her. Humiliated, exposed all over again. Even though Peter defends her, she feels betrayed by the situation, by her private life being public fodder. Again.
That must really shake her trust, not just in Peter maybe, but in the whole idea of being open.
And to make it worse, Jen keeps undermining everything, whispering doubts, making Lara Jean question if Peter's really over her.
So it all comes to a head, this crisis point.
Big time.
Yeah.
And in the middle of all that emotional chaos, Lara Jean has this moment of clarity.
Yeah.
She realizes she's not writing letters anymore to get over boys. Her feelings for Peter aren't something to seal away. Her heart's actively choosing him.
that's the turning point, moving from defense to offense, emotionally speaking, from hiding to choosing.
Exactly. And by the end of the novel, she's found this real courage. She understands the letters used to be about endings.
But her feelings for Peter are a beginning.
Yes, she admits it to herself first.
Yeah.
She loves Peter. Not the fantasy version from a letter, but the real, messy, sometimes confusing Peter in front of her.
That vulnerability is key. Loving the real person.
And the most powerful symbol of her growth, she writes another letter.
Oh, to Peter.
To Peter. But this time, it's not to hide her feelings. It's to express them. She actually wants him to read it.
Wow. Full circle. From hiding in a box to wanting to share her heart.
It's a beautiful transformation. From the girl hiding her emotions to a young woman brave enough to be vulnerable.
So let's break down the big takeaways for you, the listener. What does this story really tell us?
Well, it's clearly more than just a cute high school romance. It's a serious coming-of-age journey.
Absolutely. And a big theme is love versus infatuation. Lara Jean really has to learn the difference, doesn't she?
Yeah, between loving the idea of someone, like in her letters, and actually loving a real person, flaws and all, through shared experience.
Messy, real-world experience.
Then there's family bonds. That's huge here. The Covey sisters' love, their loyalty, forgiveness. It's the anchor.
It grounds everything, showing that family support is just as vital as romance for growth.
And obviously identity and growth. We watched Lara Jean literally transform.
Yeah, from that shy girl hiding in her room with her hat box to someone courageous and open, willing to put herself out there.
Which leads right into vulnerability. The letters start as the source of all her problems, right?
Total embarrassment, yeah.
But ultimately, that exposure forces her to confront everything, to be honest. It's painful, but it's transformative.
And finally, I think there's a strong sense of romantic realism, surprisingly.
How so?
Well, it shows love isn't a fairy tale. It's complicated, it's uncertain. There are misunderstandings, insecurities, external pressures.
It takes real courage to navigate all of that.
Exactly. Which makes the connection they find feel earned and much more real.
So, yeah, this deep dive into To All the Boys I've Loved Before shows it's way more than just charming. It's about finding your voice, embracing honesty.
And discovering that real love can actually blossom, even in the middle of total chaos.
Lara Jean's journey really teaches us that connection isn't about locking your feelings away.
No, it's about finding the guts to share them, right? With someone who actually cares enough to see the real you, even when it's scary.
So as you think about Lara Jean's story, maybe consider this. What secret letters, what hidden feelings or fears might you be holding on to?
Good question. Maybe to avoid awkwardness or protect yourself.
Right. And what could happen, just hypothetically, if you found the courage to open that box, even just a crack, share it with someone you trust, or even just acknowledge it more openly yourself?
It's a powerful thought. Sometimes the biggest growth, the most important discoveries come from those moments where we feel the most exposed.